Wizards of the Coast has made a significant change to the way tournaments work. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles, and welcome to my policy update. So what's going on is Wizards of the Coast has instituted a change that really needed to be instituted a while ago. This is an excellent idea. It involves the way that people track life. You are no longer allowed to use dice to track your life totals at particular level events. So this does not apply to Friday Night Magic and pre-release style events. So a lot of people overall won't be affected by this. This is specifically for the higher level competitive events, and it makes perfect sense. There are some significant problems with using a die or dice to keep track of your life. They're easily jostled. Somebody can just walk by and bump the table accidentally. A player can intentionally bump the table, like I just did with a little bit of an elbow drop or something when the opponent's not looking, or even just quickly manipulate the die, especially when using if you're using a 20-sider that's random, that they use for Dungeons and Dragons, it's going to be a little bit harder to manipulate. But Wizards of the Coast essentially made a 20-sided die that is much easier to cheat with. The spin down dice, right? It's much easier to just quickly shift your life total in whatever direction you want. Obviously, it's going to be upwards. I don't see people moving their life total downwards. But also, if your opponent's using the dice, and if somebody's fast enough, they could change that as well. So by forcing a pen and paper usage, or pencil and paper, either way, something like that, it's virtually impossible for it to be, oh, hey, look, I mean, how likely are you to not see somebody picking up their pencil and making a change to a sheet of paper compared to quickly moving a die with one hand? It's a major difference. On top of life totals, other counters on players also have to be kept track of on paper. So this would affect mostly energy counters and poison counters. Anything else that they make like those in the future that are on players also have to be kept track of on pen and paper. And again, this is only at the higher competitive level events. So it's not the Friday Night Magics and it's not the pre-releases, but I advise you to get in the habit of using pen and paper anyways. Even if you never intend to go to a competitive event, it has significant advantages over a die. When you want to go back over a game and you want to figure out what's happened where, being able to see where the life has changed, it makes it much easier. Also, if your opponent is trying to cheat, you can see where they've cheated. There's literally a record there of it. And as someone who judges events, when I go and someone's kept track of their life on paper or something like that, it's much easier to use their documentation, and you're more likely to trust them because they have the full record of everything that's occurred. So if you're the person who was using a die and the other guy's a pen and paper, you're at a disadvantage just from the perspective of, okay, who has the most information? How can I evaluate this situation? So on top of the pen and paper, you do have the option of using an electronic device to keep track of. Like there's these things called boogie boards, and you can write on them and they're electronic or whatever, but they don't connect to the internet. Like you're not allowed to use smartphones or any devices like that to keep track of your life. Nothing that'll let you get outside information, get texts from people, anything like that. So you can either use pen and paper from now on, or you can use an electronic device that is not connected to the internet and is just specifically used for tracking life. Those are your options going forward. I personally think this is an excellent change that will make it easier for judges to easily rule on what's going on in a situation and also diminish the incidence of people being able to cheat. So all around, an excellent move. This should have happened a long time ago. Now, I'm sure you noticed as well in the title of the video, it mentioned achievements, and you got to be curious about that. Well, the achievements have nothing to do with Magic. This is something specific to my channel because, as you may not know, probably don't know since I just started yesterday, I now have a Twitch channel where I also stream. So I do live streams here, and if you're not subscribed and you don't have the bell rung already for notifications, you're going to want to do that because you want to go to live streams because afterwards they go unlisted. So if you're not here, you miss them. But on Twitch, you can watch live streams whenever you want, apparently. So there is that nice effect. Anyhow, the achievements that I'm talking about, basically, I don't know how many games you guys have played. Probably everybody's played some games nowadays. So there are achievements when you play games. You know, they're like a lot of games have cheesy ones. Like, you started the game. Good job, achievement. Well, you know what? Twitch has those kind of achievements, but not for playing games, for getting to certain levels on your account. And it's totally working on me. I want to hit those goddamn achievements. So it's things like, what is thy bidding? And that's about getting followers on Twitch. So I want to get them achievements on Twitch. So come follow me on Twitch. I'll tell you what's going to be going down. Today, I am going to stream Bayonetta. I don't know much about it other than it's some smoking hot bitch whose clothing is made out of her hair or something like that, and as she gets more into it, her clothing just disappears, so she's running around naked and more powerful or something like that. Either way, I'm gonna be streaming that stuff on Twitch. Who knows? Maybe it'll get me banned off Twitch, so you want to get over and check it out soon. Come over, be a follower, help me achieve my dreams. All the true sons and daughters of the House of Purple, come over to my Twitch channel. It's listed in the description. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time.
Hey, what up, man? Monkey here. Together, we are the sixth color of magic. Purple, baby. Oh!